I'm here in New York City for REIT Week 2019, NAREIT's Investor Conference. Joining me today is Mike Landy, President and CEO of Monmouth Real Estate Investment Corporation. Mike, thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Now, Monmouth has undergone significant sustained growth. As you look at that the company's growth, what is it that you're most proud of?
Well, the thing I'm most proud of is this growth was achieved without sacrificing our high standards. We have grown one high-quality asset at a time. We invest solely in single-tenant industrial properties on long-term leases to investment-grade tenants, so there's no portfolio of that caliber. And methodically and patiently, we just adhered to our high standards and purchased one great asset at a time. And I look back, 10 years ago, we were 7 million square feet. We've more than tripled. So today, we're about 22 million square feet. And while we don't have the biggest portfolio, from a qualitative standpoint, we have one of the best portfolios around.
And can you talk about how the company's long-term performance has gone hand in hand with that growth?
Yeah, the growth has been strong and the fundamental performance has been very strong. AFFO per share has grown at about a 14% annual rate over the last 5 years. Because there's long-term leases to investment-grade tenants, our dividend track record is one of the best. We never cut it in the financial crisis, so we perform well in good times and bad times. We've raised our dividend 2 times in the last 3 years. If you look back over 10 years, our total return is 360%, which is handily outperforming the benchmark indices.
Now, we've done a number of these interviews, and e-commerce always comes up, and we've talked about the impact that has had on the industrial sector. But if you look out 5 or more years, what other changes do you think are going to take place that will affect how industrial space is used or configured?
Yeah, consumer spending shifting from brick and mortar to online has created insatiable, voracious demand for more industrial space. And while we've had 9 consecutive years of positive net absorption, we're still early in this cycle of consumer spending embracing e-commerce. And one of the things they're realizing now in the supply chain is consumers are ordering large items on the internet to be delivered to your house. So a lot of the logistics networks aren't equipped for these big and bulky items that people are consuming, boats, appliances. So you see the logistics companies building new networks, larger, big and bulky networks. A lot of the goods consumed online get returned, and that's a totally different supply chain. It's called reverse logistics. So you need to configure a whole reverse logistics network. So they're constantly trying to keep up with the growing demand. The automation inside the building is pretty high tech. These are really smart buildings. You're replacing human labor with artificial intelligence, and that keeps changing. And I think in the future you could see autonomous trucks. You could see a lot of changes. I think the best over the next 5 years metric is the population will be about 20 million people larger, and that bodes well not just for industrial but for all real estate types.
Mike, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
For more from REIT Week 2019, be sure to visit NAREIT's website, REIT.com.